Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is going to do One Piece episode 544 review. Now, as you can see here, you guys will be the first to witness once again the shaved head. You know, nice and glossy. That's right. Yeah, nice and glossy. All right. Because the way it is, people, it's really simple, right? If my hair is yay high, then it's too much hair. End of story. So, gotta shave it all off. That being said, gonna do episode review of One Piece 544. Now, this episode has 4 key points. The first key point is gonna be the rage of Arlong. Now, Arlong, at the beginning of the episode, he's infuriated with the Marines, how they tricked Tayaniki, and he goes back to the island where they left Koala, and he attacks the Marine ships, alright? He attacks 4 Marine ships. And the way he's doing it was kind of funny, because he's just going in there, starts punching and kicking, and like, shit, and like, he's just doing mad weird shit. Just punching, kicking, like, really, really basic stuff. Like, I was expecting, like, Shark on darts, instantly, like, going, like, blitzing in and out. But, he winds up getting beamed by Kizaru, because Kizaru, and it's kind of beastly how Kizaru is like such a noisy guy, and then beam, and it's over. I was like, whoa, okay. And then he gets captured. He gets sent to G2 Marine base, and he lies about the way Fisher Tiger died. And the way he describes is that Fisher Tiger died because he didn't get blood from humans, so he could survive. Whereas we all know how it actually happened last episode. Alright, and last episode, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of touching. It really was. With that being said, and this is to basically uphold Fisher Tiger's honor. And at the same time, we see Jimbe reads the article about Arlong and how he told the Marines this, and then he has basically been fighting for the entire time. Like, he's been in combat with other pirates, Marines, and so on and so forth, building up his reputation. And he has taken over the position as captain of the Sun Pirates, alright? Yeah, and that's pretty much key point number 1. Oh yeah, and by the way, he's also upholding the don't kill anyone policy, so anyone that they fight will not be killed. Ass kicked, yeah, but killed, nah, you're cool. Yeah, right? Number 2 is gonna be the whole entire Otohime situation, where Otohime, they received news of what actually happened to Fisher Tiger, and now she understands why she felt that way when Tiger was really, infuriated about the whole entire humans, when he came back from his journey. And now she's still going around, still trying to, get the signatures, and then something happens where, a situation happened where a bunch of pirates came into a store in Fishman Island, they robbed the store and then bailed. And this is not helping the situation. And what happens here is that people want their signatures back. So they go to Otohime, and then they're like, okay, well, we're sick and tired of your speeches, and we're going to take our signatures right back. And then this really hits her hard, and she winds up, going back to her palace, crying, tears, and, all of her children are what's going on? This is not the usual, this is not our usual mother. And she winds up, at some point, getting completely wasted. Alright, party wasted, whoa wasted, winds up getting a microphone on one of those giant Denden Mushi speakers, and then she winds up talking to the entire island. She winds up talking to 5 million people, and she tells them how, yeah, I understand that you guys are scared of what's gonna happen from, the surface. And the only reason why we are gathered here in this exact location is because sunlight from, I forgot the tree's name, but it's a really, 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 really big ass tree. I mean, I'm like, 2 of them too, just fucking, I'm like, whoa, but this tree emits sunlight from above, and the only reason why that they are still there is because sunlight comes from that tree. And the ocean floor is dark and vast. However, the surface is a sky that is endless, and air and all that kind of stuff that fishermen want to enjoy and embrace. I mean, she also, and basically also one of the main reasons why she's doing this is because she wants to give the children of Fishman Island the opportunity to experience the joy of living on the surface. That's why she mentioned that why do the children of this island continuously go above and witness Shiboni Archipelago, you know, and all that stuff, you know, so trying to, because basically she really is spilling her guts out there while she's drunk. And that's a whole entire situation. And then after that, she gets sick since her body is, I mean, because she was drinking a lot and her body isn't in like the greatest condition. So clearly the after effect of that, it hit her hard and she got sick. And now she's bedridden for a little bit. In the meantime, the third key point is going to be Jimbe receives word that he is now a Shichibukai. All right. Basically, Strawberry returns to the Marine base, and Strawberry got his ass whooped. I was like, because it didn't seem that way when they were fighting last episode. It was like a, you know, it was like they were going in, you know, like Jimbe doing the fisherman karate. Strawberry had some hockey. I know for a fact that Strawberry had some hockey. So it's like, you know, like fisherman karate over hockey, I guess in this case, because Jimbe won, and Strawberry's all bandaged up, even his hair, which, you know, kind of weird, but I won't question it. And basically he's like, you know, like this guy, he's really powerful and he's really dangerous, and we need to make sure that he doesn't get any more dangerous as it is right now. So, and there's one thing I want to point out, and I'll do it later, right, at the end of the episode, right, I mean at the end of the review. And basically they give Jimbe the bat comes to Jimbe, and then they give him the letter notice that he is now a Shichibukai, which and then he uses that power to go to Impel Down and get Arlong back. Alright? Now this brings up the fourth key point, which is the disbandment of, or it's the splitting up of the Sun Pirates, where the main faction stands with Jimbe. Then we have those three guys who become like thieves. Those three guys, I forgot their name. Marco, I think. I'm not too sure, but they go their own separate ways. And then Arlong goes his route with his usual group of Arlong pirates, okay? And the thing is, the funny part is that the title of this episode was Arlong versus Jimbe. Oh no, Jimbe versus Arlong? No. It was it should have been called Jimbe whoops Arlong's ass. Big time. It wasn't even a fight. And I knew it was, because I knew for a fact that Jimbe was gonna win. But the way he did, and it makes sense to me because Arlong is not that top tier. I mean, Arlong is like low tier, like bottom tier, man, alright? Jimbe is like, he's like top mid-tier. Yeah. Jimbe is top mid-tier. Jimbe is gonna mess him up, and he did, okay? Because there's a situation here where Arlong is really mad at Jimbe for, you know, becoming a Shichibukai, for becoming a government dog, and then Jimbe is pushing this notion that Arlong still does not understand the true words of Brother Tai. So they have a fight, and Arlong is, you know, Arlong is representing the anger of fishmen, and Jimbe is representing the bond between fishmen and humans, since he is now a Shichibukai, and Jimbe whoops his ass. I mean, he's taking kicks to the face like nothing. Arlong kicks him, and then Jimbe's a fucking, like, he just punched him in the face. I was like, whoa! And he just starts wailing on him. He just starts, It's like, fuck you, man. I was like, oh, okay. And Arlong gets his ass whooped, and then they disband. And that was the end of the episode. I was like, whoa. And then, I mean, it ends on Nami's sad face, because Nami's realizing that, okay, Arlong actually had some shit that would happen to him, you know, like actually some really shit happened to Arlong. So, but yeah, that being said, in my opinion, it was a pretty solid episode. It was solid, yeah, it really was solid. What I do want to mention real quick, okay, not real quick, but what I do want to say is that when they showed Strawberry and Kizaru, there's a sign. There's a sign, and this sign caught my attention quick. I was like, what? I don't know why, I just did, because we all know for a fact that Akainu represents absolute justice. Aokiji is lazy justice. What's Kizaru? I always wondered. And then this sign on this wall said unclear justice. I was like, oh, that makes fucking sense. That makes sense. This guy is unclear justice. I mean, I mean, what that represents is basically justice can be either this or that. Justice has a wide variety of faces, okay? And then when you take a look at Kizaru's face, I mean, he has that face, like should I be doing this or that, you know? I mean, people think it's the purr face. I think it is a purr face, but at the same time, it's the face of should I be doing this, should I be doing that? That's why he always stalls. He always fucking stalls for some goddamn reason. I'm like, you're the speed of light. Just go in there, call it a day. Call it a day, speed of light. But no, he always stalls like, should I, you know, like he's always stalling. But yeah, that's what, you know, I mean, that to me was like, okay, now it makes sense, you know, absolute justice, unclear justice, lazy justice. Well, that's, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil for you guys. I'm not gonna spoil for you guys who don't read the manga. But that being said, I thought it was pretty cool. Since I love Kizaru, out of all three idols, he's my favorite one. He is Speed of Light, right? I mean, dude, come on, like, do you remember the part when he went into Shibuya Archipelago and took down Drake, Hawkins, the Mad Monk Urge, and like all of them in like an instant? I was like, yo, the way he messed up Drake was hot. It was hot, dude. One of my favorite scenes in One Piece ever. Like, Kizaru was already in star mode, man. Just blinks and then kicked, and the way they highlighted that kick, just a slow motion, I was like, oh my god. Like, I replayed it like 15 times, man. I was like, Jesus. Man, but that was good stuff. Anyway, that being said, enough of the fanboy. King of Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.